Konnichiwa, y'all. Welcome to the MrMaple Show. I'm here at the Buchholz farm with our nursery manager, Joel Johnson. Guys, Mikawa-types, they're some of the most hyped Japanese maples of them all. Joel sees it all here at Buchholz. You got all the Mikawa-types possible here. We're going to break down his top 5 Mikawa-type Japanese maples. I don't know if anything's more popular right now than the Mikawa family. The hype's let's get a little crazy.
Yeah, the hype's off the chart, you know, and making a top 5 list, you know, I kind of was like, I don't know, this might be kind of boring because, you know, I see this stuff every day, but every day I'm sitting here getting excited about it. So, you know.
Trust me, our viewers will find nothing boring about Mikawa types. They're begging for more continuously. I mean, we're here in a sea of trees. I won't give anything away yet, but let's get into it. What are some of your favorites?
Well, I think top on the list is Yukiyama, the, you know, also known as the snow kitten. This one is spectacular. When it leaves out, man, it'll stop you in your tracks. It's like a white, you know, yellowish foliage. And I apologize, I tend to only work in primary colors when I describe plants. But
we're here in a sea of color, though. These snow kittens are nuts. Yukiyamas, Elmers, Yamayukis.
Yeah.
I've heard it called a million things. Cool tree. Got into the trade through Larry Stanley. He actually found this sport, and Fred Hooks purchased it from him. He put the original name Snow Kitten on it. That was kind of his first official name, so I try to honor that. But I've heard so many different stories. Like, there's so many different claims to what it should be. A phenomenal color, no matter what you call it. And this is one of the greatest sets of Yukiyama on the planet. I mean, look at these things. They're crazy right now. Great fall color, too. You'll get, like, the traditional Mikawa, you know, oranges and reds, but then that kind of pale pink over top of it. So crazy going on here. We're excited to keep turning out numbers on this bad boy. I mean, there's so many of them here for Sonwood. I'm looking at here and I'm going, we might be looking at, you know, several thousand future snow kittens right here around us.
It's a great plant, super compact, grows about half the vigor of the traditional Mikawa Yatsubusa. So it's, you know, you gotta be a little patient. This thing takes some time.
Some big boys here around us, some cool plants. All right, what's next on the list of Mikawa types?
You know, I had 50 in the bullpen, at least. Well, that was a slight exaggeration, maybe like 15, but I like El Tigre. Little tiny guy, super unusual foliage, but it also has just a touch more variegation than the lily pad. So, you know, I was toggling back and forth, and so I narrowed it down to the El Tigre.
A little bit more swirling to it, super interesting. This one really caught my attention when it's first leafing out. Like, that first flush of foliage looks so crazy because it's like cupped down sometimes. It almost makes it look just like cactus-like for me. I don't know. We get some crazy growth going on this one. Awesome choice. Super durable, extremely variegated. A little bit slower than Mikawa, I'd say, as well. Not quite the vigor of Mikawa, but right in that slower, compact, dense habit.
Yep, definitely. And, you know, we got one right here sneaking into the bushes, but, you know, it'll kick off a little bit of fall color. You got reds, yellows, pinks. It's nice little grower.
It's interesting to see how some of that Mikawa fall color splashes onto those variegated Mikawas. It's a sport on Mikawa I think we're going to be doing for years to come. Super popular, and yeah, that color just kicks it off, man. All right, what's next?
Well, you know, you got a Red Panda or you got a Pandemonium or a Panda Party. So I'm going with the Pandemonium. I think
nice.
That's probably, you know, when Pandemonium, when it first leafed out this past spring, I walked by it and I'm like, you know, it's cool. And then the next week I walked by it and I stopped in my tracks and was like, oh my gosh, look at this thing. This is phenomenal. The variegation had just started to pop out. Talon Buchholz was strolling by and I about saw him trip over as well.
Right.
We both gravitated toward it. It's that one is something else. That is a great plant.
I love when an introduction can get Talon's attention. We were joking about the other day in the office that Talon, and he brought it up to me at dinner last night. He's like, that Pandemonium's kind of something else. So I love when it's getting some attention like that. Variegated sport off Red Panda. Kind of crazy. The original Red Panda had just this one little branch that turned into Pandemonium. Again, Red Panda created its own a level of hype that was insane. So, of course, the variegated form had to have something to kind of play on that level of hype. Pandemonium coming in there. That's going to be one I think we're producing for years. You've got a great specimen here we can produce from, and just going to keep turning those out. Kind of a crazy variegated Mikawa list you got going on here. Everything with next level variegation so far.
Well, you know, you guys throwing some good plants out here, so You know, do what we can.
Hey, this guy gets to see it all. All right, so 2 more. What do you got next?
You know, let's go with the Red Panda.
Yeah.
Red Panda. So Red Panda, when I leafed out this past spring, strong grower. Wow, that thing grew strong. Very vigorous, up there with Mikawa speed. Color was great. I mean, definitely a nice red, without a doubt. So, I mean, a lot of people say, yeah, I got something red out there similar. But let me tell you, we grow
A lot of seeds.
tens of thousands of Mikawa seedlings for, you know, 30, 40, 50,000. And very few take on that same color so, and hold. And it's a great plant, very strong.
Man, I love the one of the first trees ever planted here, not by Talon Buchholz. You planted this spring. It was that Red Panda you got in the ground there near the office, and that thing has really taken off. It's kind of cool to have one in the ground here at Buchholz now, and I'm excited about it. It's really cool to see that in the ground. We went through, gosh, over 10,000 Mikawa seeds to pick that one, and so it's been a fun process, and one we're just going to keep turning out numbers on. It's a very popular one for us. Our goal is always to exceed that hype, though, in production. So one of the beauties here at Buchholz Farm is we got that bad boy in production, and hey, if it's been hard to get, just be patient. It's coming, right?
Yeah, we're knocking them out, so we'll do what we can.
All right, down to one left. What's your favorite Mikawa type, or at least in the top 5?
You know, Little Red Ruby.
Ooh, now,
You know,
we did a top 5 most hype plants here last spring. That one, you might have seen that one in that video. Some people had a little bit of conniption over that one. That one got some stir.
yeah, you know, that one, it's up there Pandemonium level. It actually leafed out a little bit earlier here. It had, really good coloring on the leaf, and it held pretty much all the way through the summer and into fall. And, it was spectacular.
Another tight, dense layered Mikawa type. Again, another seedling evaluation. We wanted to get out here to this farm, see how it was doing. I've always liked it, but when I came to visit it, it kind of got a second look from me too. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Phenomenal plant, phenomenal color. Still under evaluation, so it may make it out there. We'll be grafting it here at Buchholz Farm and getting it out through MrMaple if it turns out to be a cultivar. But man, talk about the spring color and that variegation, that speckling going on with the red. That thing really got a lot of attention.
Yeah, we slipped one into the landscape, try to jumpstart the process a little bit.
Nice.
So we'll see if we can get that one going a little quicker.
Joel, thanks for hopping on here today, man. I'm really excited about everything going on here at Buchholz Farm. I appreciate you guys tuning into the MrMaple Show. We put out 7 days a week content, so make sure to like and subscribe. Share this video if you want more gardening content from MrMaple, and keep checking MrMaple.com. Maybe some of these crazy Mikawa types we're talking about today, they'll be making it to a 10 at 10 near you. Take care, God bless, and have a great day.